Good morning, everyone. Are you surprised to see me on a Sunday morning? I know I'm surprised to see me on a Sunday morning. I am working a little bit on my Cozy Cabins quilt top, and this is the sew along that we did in the month of March, and I feel like I have not done a great job of sewing for the full 2 hours that I usually try to schedule myself on Fridays, and a lot of that is because I'm just tired. By the time 9 or 9:30 come around, I'm just tired. So I'm finding that mornings are and midday on the weekend is a little bit easier for me. I'm still going to keep the Friday night live stream, but I thought since I'm in my sewing room, I really want to have this Cozy Cabins quilt top put together so I can load it on the long arm and show you guys the finished quilt Friday night. Since I started this with you, why not continue it with you? So I'll be here for about an hour, and I'm just going to chat with you, drink my coffee, which is sitting there patiently waiting for me. And why is it telling me that error? Can you guys see me okay? Is everything okay on the screen? I'm curious because it's telling me I have an error with the resolution and that the quality is poor. You can see and hear me okay, right? It looks good on my end. We can see and hear you fine. Okay, I don't know why it was giving me that error. I don't know why. I don't know why, and I don't care. So there you go. All right, so as I mentioned, I am going to be working on my Cozy Cabins quilt today, and I just thought I'd pop on here and chat with you guys a little bit. My hair is a mess because I didn't do it. Barely ran a brush through it. Waking up and doing the sewing. All right, let's go to our normal camera setup so you can see all the things while I'm working on this. So what I'm doing right now is I've got these four piles. One pile is each color, right? See how messy my desk is? You guys think my room doesn't get messy? Let me tell you it does. I've got these 4 piles for my round 2 of color. These are my center blocks over here. And then these are what I'm going to add on to it next, okay? And so each of these have the little white flap that's sewn on that's going to help make them the same width and length as the block when it's all ready. But I want to make sure that they are ready to go. And so I'm going to do this 4 times, one for each color. For the pinks, I've just gone through and pressed all of the flaps underneath that background piece. And then my next step in that process is going to be to pair up the large strip with the same print from the small cut, because there are 2 cuts here for your fabric bead. So I'm going to start just separating these into piles by print. And then when I start sewing on my rounds to my blocks, I'll need to grab a small and a large from each area because I'm going for a little bit of scrappy, but also at the same time, I want a little bit of coordination. And so I want the same print to be in the bottom and the left side of the block. And I can show you what I mean by that because I have a block already here put together. It's scrappy in the sense that none of the colors are repeated twice and organized in that fact, but it's scrappy because when I put these 4 quadrants together, it is going to definitely look patchworky because this blue is going to hit up against a different color. This is going to hit up against a different color. It's going to end up being a little bit scrappy, but by bringing in a bit of coordination, it's taming some of the chaos. So that is what I'm doing. Now that I have my piles separated out, I've got 3 prints of pink. Let me just get all this stuff out of the way. You want to know where my mess goes when I'm doing a live stream? Under the floor right next to me. Do you do the same thing? Because I know I do. Also, I feel a little bit like Mr. Dress Up sometimes when I'm doing this. All right, now I'm going to go into my blocks and I'm going to pull out, let's see how many we have, right? We've got one, I'm going to separate them into piles by length. I think I only have 3 rounds. Yep, okay. I have enough pink of that one to do 3. I have enough pink of this one to do 3. And let me guess, there's going to be enough pink of this one to do 3. I'm counting the number of short pieces because I know I'll have the same number of long pieces. So I have 3. So what that tells me is for each one of these piles, I can do 3 blocks, right? And so 3 times 3 is 9. So I'm going to pull 9 blocks out of my pile here to continue building out. But here's the trick. I only want blocks that have no pink in them yet. And so I'm going to pull 1, 2, nope, 3, and I don't want them all to have the same green. So I'm not going to, now that I've got 3 with green here, I'm not going to pull any more that have green. So I'm going to set this aside, this aside. So now I'm looking for no pink and no green. No pink and no green. No pink and no green. These are all my pinks, so I will just push past them. All right, now I can pull 3 of 1, 2, no pink and no green star is what I meant. 3, okay. Now I'm going to go to the blue star. And I'm going to try to pull, there's 1 green, there's a yellow, and we'll go with another yellow. There we go. All right. So all of those are going to get my round of color. And the way this works, let me show you the block over here. This is what I'm going to build out without the scraps. This is what I'm going to build out. So, oh no, Shelly has the flu. She said, hi, guess who has the flu? Lucky me. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon. All right. So I'm going to go. Hey, Kate, good morning. Hey, by the way, send me, if you haven't seen the email already, I do have stickers. So send me an address or drop that self-stamped addressed envelope in the mail and I'll get you some stickers. I forgot I had an extra couple hundred that I was ready to give out. Hey, Katie, good morning. All right, so this is how the block is oriented, and what I need to do is add a strip here and then a strip here. You come in. Mary's here with me this morning, so everybody say hi to Mary. So we're going to sew this piece on here, and then we're going to do across the top. So I'm going to leave it organized this way. Hey, you want to be my little iron person?
Hi, let me go get some clothes and change them, and I'll come back and I'll help you. Okay,
Okay, sounds good. I'm only going to be on for an hour.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just going to line up. I'm making sure that the white is down here at the bottom and the color goes on top of the color. So white on top of white, color on top of color. Just like that. And we're always doing the short side on the left and the long side on the top when we put these together. All right, so I've got that one. Now we're going to do white on top of white, color on top of color. I am taking the time to set all of these up so that the fabric is oriented the way I want it to be. And that'll let me just put it underneath the sewing machine and stitch all of those seams, and then I can press them out. Nope, you are not late. I literally started like 5 minutes ago, and there's no schedule today. We are just continuing to work on the Cozy Cabins blocks. I feel like I have not given this project its due diligence, so I'm going to work on it now. And I want to let you guys know, starting Friday for the month of March, the live stream that we're going to do is going to be, are you ready for it? The Baker Street bag from So Sweetness. And so I pulled that one because the pattern is free, because I feel like the last 2 projects that we've done have been paid patterns. So I want to mix it up and give you a free pattern. I want to make sure that I'm doing a good mix of free, discounted, and full price patterns. So just kind of, that's why I chose that one. This one's free, but I also chose it for another reason, because Sarah Lawson over at So Sweetness does a fabulous job with her patterns, but she also provides detailed videos walking you through her patterns step by step. So while we'll do this on a live stream, if you need to move ahead or you got behind or you didn't understand what I was doing, you're having a little bit of trouble, you can always reference back to her channel. Good morning. Sharon says hello, first time here. Hello, Sharon. We are having some messy, crafty time today. Sundays are for coffee and making a mess in our sewing room. All right. Let me know in the chat what you guys have planned for today. I'd love to know what your Sunday looks like. Is Tiffany still there? Yes, she is still sleeping. Yes, a live stream stays just like any other video, and it's the same thing. It's just you're seeing it live and it's not edited. Raw footage, real life. So you can always come back and watch all of the live streams where I'm doing so-longs. I'm trying for the year 2026, I'm trying something new, and I'm hoping it resonates with all of you. I am trying to reserve my Friday night lives to be sew-alongs. You can always go back and watch the replay to get caught up on a project. You can always go back and watch that entire series start to finish. But my thought is, rather than doing a tutorial video where I show you how to do the whole quilt or the whole project in 10 or 15 minutes for a big project like this, I feel like it is a whole lot easier to do a live stream so that you can see it in real time. But I'm also trying to structure the live streams a little bit better so that when you get everything, when you get onto the live stream, I'm not giving you 2 hours of sewing the same scene. I'm giving you announcements up front, and then I am moving on to showing you the meat of the tutorial and then spending the last part of it just kind of working on the project still and catching up with you. That way, if you're watching the replay, you don't have to sit through 2 or 3 hours to get all of the instruction. You get the instruction and the announcements up top, and within about 30-ish minutes of the live stream, you're able to either continue watching while you're sewing with me, leave it playing in the background, or just pop onto something else and you don't really miss much. Hey Jonathan, good morning. Brenda says, I was so hoping that you would bring Tiffany to Waldorf for Annapolis so I can meet her. I've met you and Ian and Mary, but sorry, Annapolis is not in the cards. Tiffany's not doing great. And we only had one day. Nope, not even one day. We had plans yesterday. We had plans today. And I work during the week. So literally, in order to take her somewhere, I would have to carve out one of only 2 days while she's here because I work Monday through Friday. So, and Annapolis is about an hour and a half from us. So it's not an easy drive, especially for Tiffany. She's not doing so well in the car lately. Sorry. Today, Ian has his live stream. My daughter wants to go thrifting, so I've got to carve time out for that. And I'm heading over to Ian's with Tiffany a bit later so that we can record a podcast episode with her. So busy, busy, busy today. Jane says, hi from Ireland. I love watching your channel and I'm delighted to be able to catch you on a live stream. Hello. Welcome in, welcome in.
What part of Ireland?
Kate says, now that the curling is all done, I will be working on the 2025 quilt along, finishing with my 3.5 squares. Good grief, 3.5 inches. I'm glad to see that you tackled that size. I can't wait to see what your quilt looks like. I need to load mine on the long arm and get it quilted up. Jaja says she really likes the fabric colors. This is Gingham Gardens by My Mind's Eye for Riley Blake Designs. This is a fabric collection that is a few years old. I think it came out in 2021. Gina says, hello, Becca. I'm glad to see you live on a Sunday. Hello, hello, hello. Who knows? Maybe I'll do more of these coffee times in the morning. I do my best work in the morning while I'm drinking a cup of coffee. I feel like if I can be productive when I wake up and get a cup of coffee, if I can be productive in that first couple, I did this one backwards. I need to seam rip that. I feel like if I can be productive in the first couple hours of my day, and I can knock something out, I am much more productive the rest of the day. I feel accomplished. But if I just sit around and don't do anything, I feel like a bum and I feel a little lazy, and then I don't want to do anything. So I got up, I got dressed, took care of the puppies, made myself a cup of coffee, and came in here. Do you open your seam on this project? Nope, I'm just pressing under one side. I did press the half square triangle units all open though, just to give them a little bit more flatness. Vicky says, time is precious these days. Time is precious all days. Coming to life with coffee and a Becca. Hey, Vicky, I am right there with you. Cheers. All right, so this one I messed up because the white is touching the color and the color is touching the white. You can see down here. So I need to rip that seam. And I want to tell you guys, like, I don't know if you've noticed this, but I certainly have. So we're just going to talk about the elephant in the room. I love modern American vintage. I absolutely do. Their tools are beautiful and they are heirloom quality. I've got all the things with them. I've got multiple clappers. I've got a seam roller. I've got these, and I have a seam ripper. And I've told Chris this to me was such a waste to buy. It's beautiful, so I don't want to get rid of it, but also at the same time, this piece needs to be replaced every so often. This seam ripper is dull. I've had it for years and it doesn't work so good, but you know what does? The brand new seam ripper that I bought at QuiltCon, I actually got 2 of them, but I bought one specifically for my sewing room. It's on a chain, so I can wear it around my neck, and then I have the seam right here. And when you put a fresh blade into a seam ripper, just look how easy this absolutely cuts. Just like, boom, all the way through. Somebody asked you, it was Sharon, do you nest the seams in the white section? No, because if you look closely, let me finish ripping this seam out, I'll show you, there are no seams to nest. So if you take a look at the block that I have right here for you, this seam here comes up along that straight edge. This seam comes along fabric. This seam comes along fabric. This seam goes along fabric. This seam goes along fabric. There are no seams to nest with one exception. This area right here, but the way it's designed, even if your points are off a little bit, you're still going to get the star effect because for me, I'm using the same 3 fabrics. If you're going to use different fabrics for this to make it super scrappy, then you definitely want to make sure that that seam is nesting very nicely. I need my HVAC controller because I'm getting a little warm and I want to turn.
It is a little warm in here. I thought.
Yeah, I got it.
Find it. Okay. I was just looking at the fan.
Oh yeah, it's 76 in here. Let's just turn that down.
Yes, definitely.
Turn that down. Don't breathe into it. Clip it down lower.
Oh, thank you.
Because when you clip it up high, people can hear you breathing, and I hear about it every time. All right, so this is the block that I'm putting together, Mary. You can be my little assistant
Okay.
by doing my ironing.
I get to do the Alicia thing.
Yeah, well, she never irons. You can do the Scott thing.
That's right.
So I'm going to put this one back on, but remember, I want to put the white towards the white and the color towards the color. Hey, Ellie, thank you so much for joining the channel perks. I appreciate that. That's just a monthly way that you guys can support me financially. Sharon says, I'll go try to watch the other videos. Absolutely. And I am hopeful that within the first half an hour or so, you should have all the instruction that you need to do that week's assignment.
Is this your tip jar? Is this your tip jar?
Yeah, put some money in there.
Put some money in there?
Yeah.
I had no cash.
She was wondering if this was my tip jar. We went out to dinner last night and Tiffany gave me 20 to cover her entree and it ended up literally in my bucket of clips. But I'll leave this here, like the panhandler, like the street performers. The street performers, we'll just leave that there and be like, listen, if you like what you're seeing, put some money in the jar.
Hey, Bella. Bella, come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Hello.
Anne says, hi, Becca, sorry Tiffany is not well. Missing her on her channel. Love the project you're busy with. And I am Anne from South Africa. Yes, press that. Thank you. She'll be on live stream tonight. She'll be on live stream tonight and she'll be here with me. So we're going to probably try to set her up in this setup so that she can just sit and sew on the Singer. I have a quilt loaded on the long arm, so she's not going to be able to do that. But yeah, she'll be live tonight. She'll be live tonight. We'll be here to help her. The next step I want you to do, don't worry about getting them super flat because I'm going to starch them when they're done.
Okay.
I just need you to press it so it's a little flat.
Okay.
Then we're going to line these up like this.
Okay.
Okay. And I want the same pink to hit, I'm going to press this one.
Okay.
I want the same pink to be with the same pink. So the same fabrics.
Gotcha.
This one goes in that pile too. So as you line them up, I will sew them and then you can press them and we'll get the next ones going. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Oops. Hi, Tiff.
Hey, Tiff. People are asking how you're doing. Tired. They want to know if you're going to be on live stream tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's waking up, people, and she doesn't do coffee.
It was a nap.
Oh, you woke up and then went back to bed and now you're up again?
Yeah, I was up and I straightened up in here a little bit. And I couldn't find the two little thingies that go on that thing. There's two little figurines missing from it.
Oh.
So I looked everywhere.
I'll look for them. Don't worry about it.
I never found them. 'Cause it was
Oh, no, they're right there. They're on display on my desk.
Oh.
Anyway, if you want, I was going to do free motion, or not free motion, I was going to do Pro Stitcher on Mary's quilt, but I know you like to long arm, and if you want to do free motion, it's basted and ready for you. Go for it. She just wants to use that purple thread.
Okay.
Maybe that's something that we can do together. Ha, just kidding.
It goes this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you on live stream?
Yeah, I am.
On Saturday?
Sunday. It's Sunday, babe.
It's Sunday,
It's
dear.
Sunday, babe.
On Sunday. Whatever.
No, the white has to touch the white.
Oh, sorry.
And the color touches the color.
Okay, gotcha.
She'll probably pop over here and wave to y'all when she comes back in. She's outside
She has to get away
taking
first.
a break. She likes to wake up with a bit of fresh air outside. She's been living in that hoodie.
Every time I see her on live or something, she's in that hoodie.
I will put the ones that need to press over there.
Okay, this one is done. Right
You
here.
can keep them organized. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm also going to take a sip of coffee.
What's wrong, Bella?
Nothing. Nothing's
She's
wrong.
just like walking around.
She wants to sit on my lap still.
Yeah. There you go.
Once I have the rounds, because each one of these blocks is going to have 4 colors represented, I will put, they are quadrants of a larger block. I will start to put the quadrants together so that I have the finished block. And then I will put all of the blocks together and load it onto the long arm. And I'm hopeful that I could get this piece today and load it onto the long arm sometime this week, because I bet Tiffany would love to quilt this. She's been in a super quilty mood. She likes standing at the long arm and doing the work at the long arm, but unfortunately, that is also what causes her to be in pain standing. It causes her legs and feet to hurt. So she's been standing in front of the long arm, and then I have one of those massagers that sit underneath my computer desk, and so she'll go over there and get her feet rubbed, and then she'll stand up, and then go get her feet rubbed, and then stand up. It's fun. Watch her go back and forth. Here, I'll let you snip those apart. I did a thing yesterday, and I don't know if I should tell them
Oh, what did you did?
what I sent in for.
Oh, yes.
Should I tell them?
Wait.
Okay.
I would say wait.
Until I hear something?
Yeah, and then you can tell them.
Okay. I wanted to tell them.
And that'll drive them crazy because now their little ears have been perked.
By the way, you guys are tracking. I just want to make sure that you're tracking this. I know I'm teaching EPP in person at Holly Quilt Shop in less than 2 weeks. I've got a couple of classes there, but I am bringing that same class to you virtually the following weekend. So if you want to try your hand at English paper piecing, I'm going to show you how to put some hexes together. And all you have to do is sign up for the class. I think there are still some seats available. All of the signups are on my website, sobecca.com. I will go through everything for you. You will have a recording of the Zoom class. It'll just be me. Nobody else will be on camera. And I will post it for you to watch the replay. So if you are interested in trying to do some EPP, I promise you it's not as difficult as you think it is. And you may even find that's a little addicting. So I would go. I would try it just once. Just try it just once. And don't forget, if you are a member of my VIP program on the website, you get 10% off of that class. There should be a coupon code in your inbox to knock a little bit of money off of the class price. Yes, Kathleen, I do. My sister maintains my website for me, and I know she's actively working on that. There is a calendar on the website, and I think she's actively putting all of the events on there. So I would go to sobecca.com, and if you don't see something, if it doesn't look like it's updated, then I would just have you email info@sobecca.com. Everybody's saying we got to know. Okay, listen, not everybody is here that normally tunes in on Friday night, so this will be our secret. You can't tell anybody. Are you ready? So yesterday I stepped outside of my comfort zone and I did something that I am crossing my fingers goes through, but I honestly don't know one way or the other what's going to happen. I just have to wait and find out. So first, I opened up my website and I went to QuiltCon.com and I just barely met the deadline to apply to teach at QuiltCon in 2027 in Atlanta. I know, I'm so excited. You had to come up with a curriculum and a teaching, you had to like pitch your idea. So I pitched my EPP class. That I will be teaching at Holly Quilt Shop. But I'm going to make it a little bit more because we'll do a project with that. So it's not going to be the same if you take it online with me or you take it at Holly Quilt Shop. It is going to be a bit more because it's a 3-hour in-person workshop if I get accepted at QuiltCon. But I also applied to do a mini version of that same class for the Sewing Expo in Fredericksburg, Virginia. I don't know if I'll get into both of those. I will let you know once I know more. If I get accepted, I'm definitely going to let everybody know. But for QuiltCon, the class is capped at 24 seats. So you may want to consider, if I do get accepted and you are looking to get that class, you may want to consider prioritizing the purchase of a Modern Quilt Guild membership, because that will let you sign up for classes and lectures ahead of the public. Judy said, I will be at QuiltCon in Atlanta, and if you get to do that, I will take the class with you then. Do you mean QuiltCon Atlanta or Fredericksburg? Either way, it doesn't matter. Okay, so these are all done. I've got my pinks added. So my next step is to ask Mary very kindly to press my greens so that it's pressed underneath the white.
Okay.
And then you'll want to do the same thing with the blues. But we want a pile of greens and a pile of blues and a pile of yellows. And then I have 2 different sizes, so I want to keep the sizes too.
Okay.
Atlanta. Got it, Judy. Hey, what's up? You want to be my Iron Man? You want to brush my hair? Come do my hair.
Would you mind?
Yeah, you want me to braid it? I'll braid it later.
It's a mess.
That's okay.
You need a hug.
Go take a shower, and then I'll braid your hair while it's wet.
No,
Okay, don't take a shower.
I'm not in the mood.
She's not in the mood.
Are you in the mood to quilt?
I was so bored this morning.
I was thinking about that last night. So you guys, yesterday I took a jelly roll race. You want to sit on my lap? Come on. Come on, let's let the people see us. Come on. You can sit on my lap, Tiffy. Come on. Sit on my lap. Yeah, I'm going to make you sew. We'll do the puppet thing. Go sew. Go, Tiff. Go. Go, Tiff. Go. Oh, no. Put the scissors down.
Don't make me. Just like a child.
So yesterday I took Mary's jelly roll race quilt that we worked on together and put it on the long arm, and I was going to run it through Pro Stitcher. And later in the evening, I was like, why did I do that? Tiffany's going to be so bored.
Plus, I could quilt faster than the Pro Stitcher.
It would have been done by now.
Yep.
It's been like 12 hours on the long arm, and it would have been done. So I woke up this morning, it's like, I should just tell Tiffany she can do whatever she wants on the quilt. It'll look just as good as Pro Stitcher.
Well, she said she wants flowers. I quilt all sorts of flowers.
You should do just rows of flowers.
Flowers and butterflies, because there's butterflies.
That works.
on
Yeah,
there.
Oh,
there's
she
butterflies too,
she
yeah.
loves her
That's
butterflies. So do
awesome.
you. So that's your signature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Bella?
Okay, she's leaving me. She's
Bye,
going to
Tiffany.
go play with the quilt. Bet you.
I don't want to be loud on it, so no.
No, it'll be fine, I think. And if it's too loud, I'll tell you. We're only going to be on here for another 10 or 15 minutes anyway.
I will go on live and say hi to the peoples.
That works.
All right, sounds good. If you look, I'm going to go back to the 3 cam, and I'm going to show you, this is what we just did. And if I go over here, you'll see that I only have one more round to do, and that one's really easy. It doesn't have any white on it. It's just the strip of color. And then once that's done, I have my quadrant built out, and then my next step will be to put
Go
the
see
quadrants together. So I'll put 2 together like this, and then I'll put 2 together like this. So 2 will go like this to make the top of the star, and then the other two will go like this to make the bottom of the star, and then I'll put them together. And the block is going to measure like 20 by 20. It's going to be a huge block. And then once I have all those blocks together, we will just start lining those blocks up. And if you look at the pattern, which I have right here on the table behind me. I've been loving having that table behind me to hold stuff, because normally I was putting it here, but I like keeping this clear as an
Ironing surface.
that. Thank you. if you look at this, you're literally just putting the color right next to the color on this. And so it's meant to kind of give it scrappy. And then it gives you this secondary design of a cross that kind of looks a little bit like a log cabin right there. So it's like a log cabin-esque with a star in the middle. And I'm really excited about this. In fact, I'm so excited for this that I feel like I want to make it bigger than just 9. But the thing is these blocks are huge. That's 20, that's 20, that's 20. So this is going to be 60 by 60. If I add another row here and another row here so that I do 4 by 4, that's going to turn it into a queen size quilt. I know. See, 80 by
What
80,
fabric are
do
you
40
gonna
by
use on
40,
that one?
60 by 60, or 80 by 80. This is Gingham Gardens by My Mind's
there.
Eye, and then this is a grunge. The only problem with that, the only problem with doing that is actually, I might be able to. I want to stick to pulling just blue, pink, green, and yellow from the fat quarter bundle because I pulled this from a fat quarter bundle. So if I decide to add more blocks to it, I need to make sure that I can keep that color scheme because I don't want to introduce a 5th color and then have it throw the whole balance off. I'll probably just leave it at the 3 by 3. Because I think 60 by 60 is still pretty appropriate. And it's perfect size to hang on my wall above the Bernina. Which, by the way, we need to take the Bernina out and put the Juki up there. Because we're taking it to Alicia.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have to do it right now, but...
Okay.
All right, let me set these over here because they're done. And I'm going to go back into my pile of fabrics and we're going to do the same thing that we did earlier so that we can add rows on. So she's pressed all of my green. Can I substitute muslin for the white? I wouldn't put muslin in a quilt top, would you, Tiff?
Not really. It depends on what I'm using.
Well,
it for.
you can put muslin on with
you're
Sunbonnet
trying
Sue.
Yeah, but that's applique.
Okay.
Style quilts, muslin's the perfect sunbonnet suits.
Yeah.
And,
So Tiffany's saying yes. Mary says yes.
I say
So-
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Kate says, is this jelly roll worthy? Let's put it to the test. This is a 2.5-inch square. No. And the reason is because all of these are cut bigger than 2.5-inch squares, especially this. It is fat 1/8 and fat quarter friendly. I would lean more towards fat quarter because if you go back and watch the first week where I did all of the cutting, you're going to see that you use up just about every bit of a fat quarter for this, for all the cuts. So I would definitely recommend fat quarters instead of fat 8s. But it's also scrappy. If you decide that you want to make it scrappy, then you actually can use jelly rolls for these pieces, the colors that go on the outside. But for the star and the background, you can't use a jelly roll.
Those
So
are
you might be
called-
able to do both.
Those are logs. They're called logs because they're log cabin.
Stripes. I'm calling them stripes.
Mary, look,
What?
I got a lapdog.
I know.
Okay,
She
so
loves to be a
my
lapdog.
next step is to separate these, remember, into the piles by
Oh,
print.
sorry.
You're fine. I didn't tell you to do that. So you didn't miss anything.
Okie dokie. Well, sometimes I'm not so sure if somebody told me something.
You just get so laser focused that you don't hear everything, and then you can see it happen because you'll be talking to her and she just did it again. She tries to finish your sentence before you get there, and she's not always going where you're going. So you can see in her brain, and I know this because I do the same thing. She's trying to anticipate where the conversation is going so that she can get there with you. But as the words come into her brain and she hears it, she will catch herself and be like, oh, wait, no. And so then you'll say something and she didn't get it. But then like a minute later, she's like, oh.
That's me.
Yeah. And I'm only saying that because I only recognize it because I do the same thing. It's ADD.
She says I'm ADHD.
She is. She is so ADD. I don't think HD because HD is hyperactive, but ADD, like attention deficit, because your mind doesn't stop. It's constantly going. I'm the same way.
I am anticipating things, so.
Oh, 100%. I actually heard a podcast article one time that said that that's actually a trauma response from childhood.
Yeah. I had a lot of trauma.
Like if you had a unstable or a turbulent environment where there was a lot of fear-based and you weren't like, that's a reaction to help that you learned, according to what I read or heard, it's a reaction that you learned to help protect you from, like, anticipate the people that you were with. My sister, I swear she's bipolar. I know she's heavily medicated for depression and some other things, but growing up with her was so turbulent. It was like walking on eggshells around her the entire time. And so I feel like that's part of what got me to the point where I was just like, okay, what's she going to do? What's she going to do? She's going to, like, I always have to have a plan B, a plan C, a plan D. It's bad.
Yeah, I always had to, everything I did in life, I always wondered if it was going to be good enough for my parents.
Yep. I was the same way.
Yep.
Like, I just wanted to please my parents.
Yep.
Not me.
And
Tiffany
I
said,
didn't
"Not
want
me."
to please them, but I didn't like I feared what would happen if it didn't please them.
Okay, I'm missing one of those, so maybe it's in the other pile. We'll see.
I didn't care. I figured they'd be disappointed with me no matter what I did.
Tiffany said she didn't care. She figured her parents would be disappointed with her no matter what. Okay. Oh, there it is. It's this one. I knew I should. Okay. So this is 2. So I have 2, 5, 8. So I need 8 blocks. And remember, I want ones that don't have any green in them. So this is a good candidate. This one has green, so I won't use it. This is a good candidate. I'm going to put these greens with it. That's what I'm going to do for this one. If Mary could line those up, that would be great. And now I'm going to pull this.
That was nice of Katie's Witch. She just gave 5 memberships.
Oh, Katie, thank you so much.
Katie's the sweetest.
And I'm going to pull these.
Judy and Coco Girl
Actually, we want one with some pink.
and Melon. I can't tell her the ones I got. Melina. I'll put my glasses on.
You're okay.
I can barely read.
Blue, pink, yellow. In fact, I'm going to go a little bit more scrappy. There we go. We'll do that. All right, so these are going to go with that one. And then I'm going to do these now. I only need 3. I only need 2 there. Yep, okay, 3. So no green. No green. No green. Whoops. What about a blue star? Do I have any blue? Oh, I do, right here. Do this one. There we go. Yep, that'll work.
Excuse me.
So these will go together. All right, Mary, I have got all my greens stacked if you can help get them ready to go. And then I'm going to coordinate the blues. So no blues. This one doesn't have blue. This does. This does. I'm going to set a pile that doesn't have blues because I only have 2 colors left. So essentially I'm making a pile that I can use with one and not the other. Oh, wait. No blue. No blue. Started messing it up. That's a blue. That's not a blue. That's not a blue.
Oh,
It's not a blue. That's
Are we
a
doing
blue.
same pattern? Is that what you're doing? Okay.
No.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, just different.
anything.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Different colors. It just has to be the same on the side and the top.
Gotcha,
Or the
okay.
side and the bottom.
Bottom.
All right. Okay. Those all have blue in it, so I don't want to use them. And then are these? Oh, they are. Look at that. 1. Oh no, they're not. 2, 3. So I got 3. 1, 2, 3. I got 9. Or 6 rather. I can't talk. And then this one is 1, 2, 3. That is 9. So I need 9 blocks. We'll do 1, 2, 3. Do a pink there. Yeah. Okay, that's 3. Put this on it. And then we're going to do 3 more. So 1, 2.
What was? Oh, was that you? I was
3.
Like, it sounded like somebody hit the front door.
Doesn't whatever recline?
No, it
1,
doesn't.
2, 3.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
That's 1, 2, 3. There we go. And now, oh, you're doing that right.
Yep.
Where's my? Do I have the last small ones, like the blues that you pressed to the white?
Oh, I haven't finished pressing them yet. Sorry. Oh no, I did press them.
Where'd you put them?
Where'd they go?
I don't know. Do I have them? No.
No, the blues are already on it.
No, that's the second round, or that's the third round. We're working on the 4th round. No, I'm not answering the phone right now. I don't know where they went, Mary.
I don't either.
Okay, I'm not worried about it. I think this is a good place for us to call it quits because my phone's ringing and we got to get ready to go over to Ian. So I'm going to go take the phone and I will talk to y'all later. Okay, that ringing is really driving me crazy.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.